And now, Internet Everything presents Carmen Sandiego, Jetpack Attack. The 5 violent instructors were gathered in the faculty lounge, discussing their latest defeat at the hands of Carmen Sandiego. Coach Brunt, an enormous, strong Texan who taught self-defense, shook her head sadly. Like she could have been Vile's best operative, then she had to go and betray her family. Sometimes I wonder where I went wrong. Let's not dwell on the past, snapped Professor Maelstrom, a gunman with a wicked face. Black Sheep no longer exists. Now she is Carmen Sandiego, our sworn enemy, and she must be stopped by any means necessary. It will not be easy. It will not be easy, grumbled Shadow-san, a grim Japanese. Shadow-san, a grim Japanese man trained as a ninja. Carmen Sandiego is fast. She is strong, and most of all, she is smart. He also had the worst table manners of any student I can remember, said Countess Cleo over her nose in the air. To be honest, I never thought she'd amount to anything. The 5th violin instructor, Dr. Syra Bellum, wasn't paying attention to the conversation. She had 5 computer monitors open in front of her, tapping away on one with her left hand and another with her right hand, while looking at a third. Dr. Bellum, said Master warily. Do you have anything to contribute? Bellum's specialty was science and chemistry. Oh, indeed I do, she said with a mad chuckle. Perhaps her operatives will not be so worried about Carmen Sandiego once they're able to fly. The 4 other instructors stared at Bella vaguely, waiting for her to explain. Jetpacks! She exclaimed, waving her hands in the air. 10 months ago, I hired a top technology company to build them according to my plans. The first jetpacks will be delivered tomorrow. Just imagine, Vile operators will be able to strike from the sky at any time. Okay. Well, said Countess Scoop with a sly smile. I always enjoyed looking down on people. Excellent, Maelstrom agreed. It seems that we have some good news today after all. You are an engineer at Zeta Circuits, a technology company in Singapore. You have lived your whole life in Singapore, to a city in southern tip of Malay Peninsula. Long ago, the area belonged to fishermen and pirates, and later became part of British colony. Today, Singapore is its own country. Your grandparents, when remember when it declared independence in 1965. It's one of the busiest ports in the world and a hub of high-tech manufacturing. Singapore is bursting with opportunities for a smart engineer like you. In fact, you recently got the chance of a lifetime. A job on a top secret project for Zeta Circuits. You have been working on personal jetpacks, small enough to wear on your back, powerful enough to let a human fly like a bird. Also, although you are part of a large team, you have made an important contributes, especially to the design of the rockets. After 10 months of hard work, the jetpacks are finished. Tonight you are lurking late, reviewing the results of from the final flight tests. But after 16 hours, staring at the numbers on your computer screen, you dozed off at your desk. You have a disoriented looking around you dimly lit office. All your coworkers are gone. Glancing at the clock on your computer, you see that it is 2:30 in the morning. On the other side of the room, the door to the vault that holds the jetpacks is cracked open. That's strange. The vault has a fake metal door. Which can only be unlocked by a fingerprint sensor. It is always supposed to be closed to guard against high-tech spies and thieves. This doesn't make any sense unless there is a thief in the vault right now. Maybe Carmen Sandiego. It is telling the truth. But you still can't let her walk out with the jetpack. You step back and grab the heavy metal door, swing it shut to track Carmen inside the vault. With lightning speed, Carmen lifts her arm and a grappling hook shoots from her sleeve, lodging in the door frame so that the vault door can't close all the way. You are knocked backwards as she kicks the door from the other side. Carmen steps out of the vault, carrying the jetpack while you stumble to your feet. I know you're trying to do the right thing, she said, but right now I'm stealing this jetpack isn't the right thing. Stealing is wrong. You insist? Do me one favor, Carmen says. Tomorrow when you come to work, find out who you're building these for. After that, if you change your mind and decide to help me, I'm not going to change my mind. If you change your mind, called Sal's Pizza in Niagara Falls, Canada. And as for the boy to Rosary's special, good luck. Or you can answer. Carmen dashes across the office floor and leaps through a circular hole that has been cut inside the outside window. Running after her, you glimpse a shadowy figure gliding away from the rooftop. You are alone in the dark office. You call Z Circuit Security. Within the minutes. And within the minutes, the room is crowded with guards. Yes. You tell them that the notice the vault door was open and that you saw someone through the window. You tell them, though, that you met Carmen Sandiego because you think she may have been telling you the truth. The next day, you asked to meet with your boss, an opposing woman who sits in a corner office, with glass walls, and two sides overlooking the city. Well done reporting the event last night, she says as you sit down. So, you've done great work on the Jetpack project, and I'm going to recommend you for a promotion. Thank you, you say. That means a lot to me. I did one question, yes. She asked. Already losing her just looking at her computer screen. Who are we building the jetpack for? Your boss looks back at what you would call stare. Our client is an elegant trade company that specializes in valuable imports and lavish exports. A trading company? Why do they need those jetpacks? She wrinkles her nose as it smells something foul. This is none of our business. They hired us. They pay us. We deliver the jetpacks. End of story. Your boss obviously doesn't want to talk about this. You press on it. What if they're criminals? You ask. Your jetpacks are powerful. We will make sure that they're used in the right way. Your boss leans back in her chair and folds her arms. You know, she says, on second thought, you're not a good fit in the Zeta circuits. Your work's lacking and you have a bad tune. In fact, you're fired! I want you out of here by noon. As you walk back at your desk, you struggle not to cry in front of your co-workers. You gather your few things, take the elevator down, and walk out of the Zeta Circuits building for the last time. Your dream job is gone forever. All because you asked too many questions. Hence, you decide that before looking for a new job, you will spend some time enjoying yourself and exploring your beautiful city. You spend lots of quality time with your cat, who you may muster because her fur is white with large splotches around with eyes around the eyes and paws. One sunny afternoon, you visit Singapore's famous lion statue, an imaginary creature with the head of a lion and the body and tail of a fish. The statue is 28 feet tall, and a constant stream of water shoots out of his mouth into Marina Bay. As you gaze up at the statue, you notice a man in a black suit and tie. A black suit and tie standing near behind a tree. He's wearing dark sunglasses. But somehow you think that he's watching you. Are you paranoid to leave the area? But when you start walking, the man starts walking too. You cross a highway, heading deeper into the city. The man crosses right behind you. Now in a fancy shopping neighborhood, you see another man coming toward you from the opposite direction, also dressed in a black suit and sunglasses. And you open and they're walking faster. Are they some sort of secret agents? Wait, what? Are you some sort of a secret agent? Glancing over your shoulder, you see that a woman has joined the two, and all three are walking quickly, matching your pace. They're definitely following you. You dart into a cluster of tourists. Dodge down a side street. Pressing yourself into a doorway to hide. You peek out to see the free agents talking and looking around. They don't know where you're looking, at least for the moment. They don't know where you are, at least for the moment. Maybe they're police, or maybe they're vile, coming to get you for asking too many questions. You remember that I'm inviting you to call her, and you ever decide to switch sides. Absolutely not! Hi, you say, your voice shaking with anger. This night is out of control. We're going back to the plane. Now! Without looking back at Paper Star, you fly away from the broken skylight. You should have never stepped in Florence. How are you going to explain this to your boss at Zeta Circuits? You're legally that the Paper Star flies up next to you. I'm sorry I may wear stuff, she says, pulling another sheet of paper out of her pouch. He puts the paper into a complicated file, which holds out to you. Please accept my apology. It's okay, you say. Let's pretend this never happened. As you reach for the flower, Paper Star yanks it away from you and jams it into the left edge of his pocket of your and jams it into the left end of your jetpack. Immediately, you sputter and go into a violent spiral. You try to regain control, but with only one engine, it is impossible to stabilize, and you start to tumble head over feet toward an Arnold river below as you fall to the discovery of you silently saying goodbye. The end. I can't stop them from taking off, you say. I'm sorry. That's okay, Carmen reassures you. Well, you get the next time. You watch the Zeta Circus jet taxi out of the parking area towards a runway. About knowing your next time, there's no way you can hire. So, what now? Zach asks glumly. Now Vile has jetpacks, says Carmen. Once you learn how to use them, they try their first flying heist. We need to figure out some way to stop them. I've been wondering, Ivy said. How do the jetpacks work? I mean, how do you control them while you're flying? Each jetpack comes with a control glove, you explained, that you wear on your right hand. Then you make different hand gestures to tell the jetpack what to do. You show that the gestures to start, stop, speed up, slow down, or turn. Here's the jetpack you stole. Oh, in Singapore, you asked Carmen. I can teach you how to fly it. Unfortunately, since this happened, he opens an overhead storage bin and takes out the jetpack. It looks blobby and melted, with gobs of plastic blocking the jets. Do you think it could still fly? Oh no, you say, realizing what happened. As a failsafe, all the jetpacks have a self-destruct code that can be triggered remotely. Zeta circuits must have been destroyed. This one as soon as it was stolen. Wait a minute, says Ivy, jumping to her feet. Maybe we could build something to trigger the self-destruct on the vial jetpacks. Everyone looks to you. You haven't thought of that before, but it might be possible. I don't think we could do it from across the world, you say. But if we got close, we might be able to use a radio signal to override the controls and trigger the self-destruct. I know the encryption codes, so you need to build a transmitter. Ivy smiles proudly. I could build that in my sleep, she said. Let's get working, Carmen says. We won't have much time. Provided to make is ready to make their virus strike. Player and do a workshop in the industrial area of Nairobi, and you and Ivy start building. Ivy turns out to be a gifted tinkerer, and soon as the device is done, it looks like a plastic box with an antenna and one big red button. Zach names it the Destructo button. Hours later, Carmen gets out an urgent message from Player. He has intercepted chatter on the internet about Vile's first flying heist. As you gather around Carmen's laptop, Player explains that there is a shipyard in Brisbane, Australia. Has just finished building a gun called the Golden Gull. They say it's the most expensive ship they ever built, with crystal chandeliers, Persian carpets, solid gold door handles, and every relation you can imagine. The Golden Gold is going to be delivered to Brisbane to a billion buyer in Fiji, a remote island, and nation in the South Pacific Ocean. Vile's Vile is planning to hijack it along the way. If you move quickly, you might be able to intercept Vile before you get to the yacht. 24 hours later, you, Carmen, Zach, and Ivy are on your own ship called the Narwhal. You are on the Coral Sea, 500 miles east of the Australian coast, sailing towards the area where Vile is supposed to ambush the Golden Goal. You and Zach are on the Narwhal's bridge watching your radar display, which leads the ocean to show any number of ships. Carmen and Ivy are down on deck, scanning the ocean with high-powered binoculars. So far, you are the only ship in 50 miles. A blip. Radar on your radar. Is on your radar. Another ship traveling in the same direction. You are gaining from you and behind. Who's that? Zach asks. You're coming in really fast, a voice crackles from your boat radar. Unidentified ship, the voice says. You are in the middle of a police action. Stop that engine in me! Stop that! Your engine immediately, or you'll be arrested! What should we do? Zach asked. Hey.